looking for some answers, then don't think twice. Yeah, we're laying down some wisdom. Here's some fabulous advice.
Hi, I'm David Greisel, and welcome to Fabulous Advice, the advice show that gives you advice exactly what it's worth, which is nothing. I'd like to welcome our fantastic panelists tonight, and we're going to move really quickly into our program. Donna McClunn, what is the difference between frugal and cheap?
Cheap is when you don't want to spend a penny for something. Frugal is when you step back, you think about it. Do I really need it or not?
Yay.
So frugal is thinking about it.
That's
Cheap is
exactly
just,
right.
I don't want it, period, huh?
Frugal's when you
sounds
want to
like a
buy
family.
something. I think frugal's when you want to buy something and your spouse says, no, we can't afford it. That's cheap.
See that too.
I was gonna say I'm frugal and my spouse is cheap.
Yeah, that's the difference between frugal and cheap right there. So Carol, is it true that you learned everything you needed to know in kindergarten?
Well, if that was true, Steve and Dan really wasted their time getting those doctorates.
You know, I thought that more than once. I got to be honest with you.
All right, Kathy Gullidge,
Hey,
here's an
yes.
easy question for you.
Good, I like easy.
What is marriage?
Besides hard.
What?
Besides hard.
Oh, yeah. I'd say
Besides hard.
Give and take and saying you're sorry and trying to be understanding.
Or as I like to put it, not being a complete jerk all of the time.
All the time, yeah.
Just some of the time.
Just some of the time.
Sometimes it's more important to be happy than it is to be right.
Oh, that's a good one. That
Okay,
might
I-
actually
we
be
saw a
worth-
sign. We saw a sign somewhere, and it said, "If I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong." And I'm thinking, that's perfect.
Or just because you're certain that doesn't make you right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a t-shirt that says that, which I have to wear.
I don't like that advice at all. You know, I'm certain that I'm right.
Okay, speaking of being right, Steve,
Yeah.
is it possible to discipline your adult children?
You know, when I think about, our kids are 33 and 30, I guess 34 and 38 now. And I have had very little success with this. But I will say that if you train them up right when they were younger, they're more likely to pay attention to you when they get older.
Okay, fair enough. Donna, here's a question for you. When does a child become an adult and not your child?
Never.
When he doesn't ask you for money anymore.
When they stop asking for money.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that is the right answer for that.
Yeah.
So Maggie, what does happiness look like?
Happiness depends on circumstances, and joy depends on your relationship with Christ. So happiness comes and goes, but don't count on it to be the thing to keep you going.
Okay,
Oh,
Sticking to it.
that's right. Hey, Dan Gurley, what should I be adding to the world right now?
Probably not carbon dioxide.
Uh-oh.
Stop breathing, huh?
What should you be adding? Well, I think, being that we're in a group of old farts, we need to be adding unsolicited advice.
Free unsolicited advice, right?
Free, yes. Very
free,
valuable.
free.
Free and forced.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to not add carbon dioxide to the world. It's not going very well.
Turning blue there.
We're going to measure our carbon footprints at the end of this session.
Becky, what makes you proud as you look back on it?
Makes me proud. My children and my grandchildren make me very proud.
That's what I would
Okay.
say. I agree.
And I just feel like I haven't ever given up. There's always an adventure every day. And I look forward to that.
You know, like
Taking
here
life
you are,
one day at a
an
time.
internet star right now, right? I mean, who'd have thunk it?
That's right.
Right.
We could be famous. Who knows?
And so,
Hey, Steve, is it possible to serve two masters?
You know what? I think most people think that they can, and I think most people probably pull it off pretty well. But I think inside you really can't, and it's up to you to decide which of those two masters that you really think need to be followed. So I think most folks really do. Sometimes maybe 3 or 4 masters, but they live their lives as if they do. But in point of fact, when they really look back at things, if they get down really deep, I think they'd say no.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Way too deep for this show.
I need to take notes.
Well, I haven't heard the timer go off, but I think we're about at the end of our episode here. So I will say goodbye from Fabulous Advice, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.